the first one is I've been getting, lots of job inquiries, but when you're talking job inquiries, you need to be practical. Okay, if you ask me rare jobs or stuff that are not the usual, it's not easy. Like for example, uh, people have asked me how to become a hacker, how to join the FBI. Some wanted to even join to know information about the mafia. One wanted to join the Illuminati. One actually wanted to be a scammer from Uganda. And one female even wanted to be a porn star. Now, I tell it as it is. Like, if I know, I say yes. If I don't know, I tell you I don't know. Something like the FBI or becoming a hacker, what you see in movies, or Illuminati, stuff like that. Don't ask me, okay? So I've been getting quite a number of job inquiries like that, especially from youngsters. I think the youngsters watch too much of YouTube videos and read too many articles, and they go into this la la land. And especially youngsters who are asking me, millions. I'm not in talking of small amounts. You're talking of millions. They're asking, would you like to invest in my company, my idea, as a startup capital and all that? Please, first get yourself a fucking job. Stop looking at all these startup companies who are doing billions. They have had work experience before they moved into starting up a business. Just because you read Mark Zuckerberg from his college started up a company, you didn't even complete your college, and you're asking for $100,000, or even one of them even said, "I'm looking at crowdfunding of 10 million to have a company bigger than Google." If you check my previous videos, you would see a screenshot of a youngster from India. Anyway, apart from that, 3 director senior levels, which I managed to get last month, 2 people overseas, few inquiries about leaving the UAE and migrating to Canada, Europe, United States, or Australia. These are all paid clients, and I've asked their permission before sharing these bits. Obviously, the identities I'll not share. 4 Europeans who wanted to come to the Middle East. Qatar placements, managed to do 2 successful ones. One Indian from UAE has managed to get a job in India. It didn't turn out to be as easy as he thought it was. 11 of them, I tried to revamp their resumes, but you can only do so much. They're still finding it hard to get a job. A few did not get jobs. I don't know why, but I think the summer months, business is down, or children have gone for holidays, or companies don't seem to be making decisions very fast. And especially, companies, when they say, "Oh, we are employing very urgently, come down fast, come for the interview first, second, third," and then after that they say, "We'll get back to you," and some of them never call. 2 wanted to pay me to give them a guaranteed job, and they were like, "We can pay you whatever money you want, but as long as you guarantee a job." Filipinos, I don't know, Filipinos have this tendency where the father or mother is getting in touch with me on behalf of their son or daughter. I don't know why the son or daughter cannot approach directly. Why do they need mommy and daddy's help? One Asian even asked me on behalf of her husband. Her husband is not taking life seriously. I told her, "I'm sorry, I can't do anything for that." One husband wanted me to speak to the husband, not the wife, on behalf of the wife, because he was very, I felt he was possessive. So he said, "No, you cannot talk to my wife, you talk to me." I said, "I'm sorry, it doesn't work out that way." 2 people, one was physically handicapped, the other one was born with cerebral palsy. They wanted to come down to the UAE, and I discouraged them, because full-bodied people are not getting jobs. When you have someone who's handicapped or has these challenges, it proves to be harder. You have had, overall, I think I've had an additional 26 job confirmations. sales, engineer, finance, and miscellaneous other jobs, mainly in construction, FMCG, retail, media, and a few multinational companies. Okay, so those were the good ones. One person even came down all the way to Samui. Okay, actually, I mean, I've told you this before. I'm not here to meet people. So this person gives me like, I'm a big fan of yours. I've come down to Samui, showed me the photograph through my WhatsApp, sent me a photograph of him landing at Samui airport, showed me the ticket. Also, I've landed in Samui and come here to meet you. Sorry, I told you before, I'm not here to meet people. No matter, even if you're my fan, sorry, unless you're my client, my customer, I do not meet you. Okay. I had, I don't know how come I'm getting African people wanting to meet me for branding. I had a group, I would call them delegates. They were saying they wanted to meet me to discuss something. And I was like, no, you tell me what is this something first. And last, if not the least, I got a gentleman who actually paid me the money up front, said this is a donation for you, for your channel, for your daughter. I was like, thank you very much. Paid me a nice, decent amount. And after that said, I would request you one favor for me. So I was like, you don't give a donation to ask for a favor. You give a donation because you're donating without expecting. He said, no, this is just as courtesy. So I said, what is your request? Please read the Quran so you understand Islam. And I was like, I'm sorry, I don't do that. Okay. I understand that the Quran is very precious to you. It's your religion. It's very important. So, I told him, just as you wouldn't read the Bhagavad Gita, if I would tell you, please read the Bhagavad Gita to understand what God is all about, I don't see any reason or purpose for me to read the Quran again, because I have read a couple of verses when, I was friends with one of the guys who was really helping me. He used to always talk to me, hours and hours of Quran. So I hope that answers your question. So these were people who got in touch with me, clients, customers, and people who wanted to get jobs, including the ones who did not get jobs. Like I told you, some of them did not get jobs. And forgot before I finish this part. If you get in touch with me at the last moment, let's say you have come down to Dubai or you've come down to the Middle East on a visit visa for 2 months or 3 months, you have been looking out for jobs and just 2-3 days are left, or hardly 1 week is left, or a few hours are left. You can't approach me and say, Loy, I have 2 days or 3 days left. Can you revamp my resume, rebrand, or help me get a job? Man, I'm not a magician. I don't have jobs hanging, like a fruit tree where I can pluck the fruit and give it to you. So please don't get in touch with me last moment. Preparing for a job, I told you, is like a job, is like a project. It takes minimum of 1 month, maximum of 6 months. It takes that duration. Yes, there have been a couple of people who have been lucky, who met me at the right time, right place, and, managed to get a job in less than a week. But those are very rare.